How much should you support your partner in their recovery? Quick backstory, my wife and I have been together for 22 years. I was an addict for 10 of those. I've been in recovery now for 10 of those. A question we get a lot in our group is, how much should I support them? What should I be doing for them? What shouldn't I be doing for them? As a partner, obviously you want them to succeed. You want them to be sober, but you can't do it all for them. Remember that. So my wife and I had a 90-10 rule. This was my rule. I would do 90% of the work, and every so often I might need her to pitch in 10%. And I felt bad about 10% after everything I put her through. Like, God, asking you to do more, it was tough. But here's what it looked like. Things like a code word. I'll never forget, we went to a Memorial Day party when I was about a week sober. And it was her family's party. Her friends were all going to be there. Our friends were going to be there. And there would be alcohol everywhere. And so I had to test out my new sober legs, which was kind of a scary thing for me. We devised this code word, and I can't remember what it was now, but let's just say it was banana. I would say banana, and that would let her know I had gotten really uncomfortable. I had done my best, but things were a little too much for me. It was just too much. The scene was too much. So she would say her goodbyes, and we would get out of there. So she enjoyed herself. I enjoyed myself. She had some drinks. And that was really important to me because I was resolute to learn how to be sober in the world. That was my job. That's the 90%. The 10% for her was just to keep an eye on me and look for that, right? If I look really uncomfortable, I give her the code word, then it was time to go. But ultimately, it was me learning how to live sober in the world, not her making sure that I knew how to do that. 3 or 4 hours later, the party starts getting wild. We both had a good time, and it was, banana. Say our goodbyes and got out of there. I think that was successful. I was doing 90% of the work. She gave me that little out. That helped a ton. Another thing that I think was really beneficial and supportive was she would just be a shoulder to cry on sometimes. It was really tough in early sobriety. She was a sound perspective for me to bounce ideas off of. She was someone I could share my wins with, but she never checked on me. She never babysat me. She never gave me breathalyzers or urine analysis or said, when's the last time you checked in with so-and-so or went to a meeting or any of that stuff. So this is just my perspective on this. If you're with someone who's really working toward recovery, really in it, working hard, support them as you see fit. But never forget that they are an individual. You cannot do it for them. They've got to learn this stuff on their own. And it may be easier with some support, but ultimately they're going to have to tote the weight. The beautiful part about all this was eventually, once I had figured this stuff out, I was able to do all these things for her. I returned as a partner. I returned as a spouse. I returned as a best friend, and things got much better.